Hey guys, this is HADES. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, it's here. Da da da. The Raid Optimizer takes an extra step forward. Today we're launching a team builder function in the HADES Optimizer. I'm going to talk you through it. I'm going to show you what you can do, what you can achieve today. I'm also going to go through and just kind of talk to you about what our plans are for the future, and that's the near future, to be honest, because we're already kind of working through some of this stuff already. But damn, this tool continues to get better and better and better. I want to take a second just to kind of talk about the team behind it and how it's come about, because honestly, without the team working as hard as they do, we wouldn't have a tool to talk about today. So the first thing I want to talk about is the optimizer itself. Now, there was an optimizer in the abyss, okay? It was on GitHub. We tracked down the teach and we were like, look, we want to work with you because currently it feels like the optimizer is it was like directed at tech savvy people, and it was not directed for the masses. We joined with the teach and now he's part of the team, and him along with others are now developing this tool. Okay. When it was in the ether in GitHub, it had like 100 odd users. Now we've got 70,000 people that use this tool on a regular basis, which I think is a massive achievement. And, you know, hats off really to the team for kind of getting it to the level that it is now, that honestly, it's just the most incredible tool for anybody that plays Raid. So, you know, there is a membership kind of scheme behind it. There's a completely free membership where you can use all of the main parts of the tool today as anyone else can. There's also a paid membership, which you will find on hellhades.com. It does unlock a couple of features like artifact rating, like showing how much extra damage you're going to do when you build a champion. The reason why we've got a paid membership scheme is because we pay the whole team on hellhades.com, HH Gaming. They get paid well to do the updates to these tools, to do the website updates. So, you know, firstly, thank you to anyone who continues to do that. It really makes a difference. It's not my fund. I tell you, I take £1,000 per month from the website. 1,000. Okay. Yeah, this is not my income. This is not where my income comes from. Obviously, the website is a kind of growing investment for me, but that's not what I do with the membership stuff. It's to pay a team of 5 full-time employees, 2 of them specifically developing this tool. So, you know, hats off to Winston Wolf and the Teach for taking this tool where it is. And obviously the rest of the team that produce the articles and all of the updates on the website. You know, it all goes in that same pot. So, you know, we've got an absolutely fantastic team at HH Gaming, and I don't apologize for spending some time to talk about that, okay? Now, before we get onto the team optimizer, which is the new sexy part of the tool, I just want to talk about 2 things quickly that have changed as well. So when you go in and optimize a champion, the first change you will see, if you are using a GPU accelerated optimizer, which is probably the best one, but it requires your PC to have a GPU to help you use it. Basically, you can now go in and optimize for survivability. So if you've got someone that you just want to build as a super tank, survivability here, EHP, will make them as tanky as can be, okay? You still want to put in your base stats like your speeds and stuff, but that will now build for survivability, whereas other builds like the damage build will be building to punch as hard as you can, or the balanced one is really if you're looking to kind of set up a particular stat to a high number, like accuracy or speed. So there's different options now in this. Make sure you select the one that's most suited to what you want to do, okay? The second update before we get to Team Optimizer is in the artifact page. Let me just reset and clear this. There's now a whole bunch of extra sorting that you can do. And loads of people are asking for this, so I wanted to call it out. You can now sort by a main stat, let's call it HP percentage, and then beneath that you can say I want the piece to have certain substats. So it might be speed and crit rate, for example. Yeah, and you might say actually I don't want it to have flat attack. I don't know, maybe because you're building someone flat attack or attack percentage, because actually the person you're building doesn't gain any benefit from attack stats. And then you might also say I want it to show me though my fastest speed at the top, followed by my best crit rate. And what it will do is it will just order your pieces to that set of requirements. It's really good if you're trying to filter out stuff either to level or to sell. So you might go the other way and be like, take the required stats off of these. Let me just do a quick clear, actually. You might go another way and say, I want to find all of my pieces with 2 flat stats. Yeah. And I don't want to see anything that's got speed, crit rate, crit damage on it. And I want it to sort by, I don't know, like resistance or something like that. I don't know what you would do. But basically, it will throw your potential worst pieces to the top. And it'd be like, okay, there's some bits and pieces that I can actually sell off if I want to. So you can have a play around with the filtering bit here, but it's just really to try and help people sort through their gear better, because we know that within Raid, it's actually really hard to do that. So let's get on to the main event then. The Team Optimizer, the new tool, and this is just the beginning. As I say, we're going to get on to talk about some of the stuff we're planning after this, but what you can do is a number of things here. So copy last team used. So you can make it pick your previous team or your team that you're currently running. Yeah, it will filter in those, and then you can kind of start to go through and change the stats on various champs. So I could go into my leader and I'd be like, right, for my leader, let me just have a look at what she's wearing now. Click on equipment. She's 346 speed, 100% crit rate, 163 crit damage. So I want to keep the same speed for what I'm doing. I'm going to build for damage. And I'm going to go, right, minimum 346 speed, minimum accuracy 230 because she's in Clan Boss, minimum crit rate 100. And then I just want to go for damage build. So that's champ 1. Champ 2, you might be like, I don't want to change this one. This one's working fine. So I'm not going to optimize champion 2. He's going to stay as is. Then you go, right, champion 3. Right, I want to make sure that I build him now for more damage. So we've got 287 speed. Man-Eater. Put my speed in. Again, I'm going to build for damage. 287. 100% crit rate. Don't care about any other stats. I won't optimize number 4. And then for my Seeker, champion 5. Equipment. He's currently in a toxic build, so I want to keep that toxic build. So I could go into sets, pick toxic. Sorry, I'm farming at the same time, so these are popping up. Pick toxic gear up here. Go into my stats. Let me just check his speed again. 231 speed. And again, maybe this one I'll just build for survivability so you can just see something different. So survivability, but I do want 100% crit rate. Yeah. So I can select my sets here. I can select all my stats I need. And then we go into optimize. I can choose which one I want to prioritize. So at the moment, it prioritizes leader down to champion 5, but it might be that you've got a really high speed requirement on someone lower in the turn order. So you can just ping them up, make them the priority if you want. The search limiter is set at 50. If you push it up too high, it's going to be a really slow build, but it will find more stuff. 50 is a good balance, I would say, to kind of get the most out of what you want. You've also, if you see here, for different clan bosses, we bring in all the different difficulties because it does change the defense that you're fighting. And I'll show you that again in a different dungeon in a second. Hit your start, and then it will just kind of work through champion after champion, and it will pick up the new builds that you want to put them in to enhance your setups. So it says here, so my Lydia now, we've got exactly the same speed as was before, but because I prioritize now for damage, I actually gained 479 attack at the cost of a little bit of crit damage, sorry. So this would be her new build. You can see the champions that I'd have to steal from in order to pick those pieces up. You still have to go into the game and build the pieces. Champion 2 we didn't change, so he would just be a flat same stuff. Champion 3, we couldn't find a better build than I've already got, so it's all zeros, exactly the same build. And then Champion 5, we actually would have gained... we actually would lose. I did it for... See, I was thinking we would lose damage. What's going on? I did it for EHP. So actually, you see, I moved from a survivability of 97,000 up to a survivability of 279,000. So you can see it's kind of changing gear to make me have more survivability, but still keep me in that toxic set. Yeah, so basically you're building your whole team together. If you was to go into something like Dragon, You could choose the stage that you're looking to fight. It knows the target defense of the enemy you're fighting. Again, you can kind of bring in your last team. And what we're aiming to do in the future is to get win rates against certain teams that you've built, and win percentages, fastest time, slowest time, that type of stuff, so that you can educate yourself on your best teams. And then when we start collecting that data, obviously people would have to allow us to. You can actually then start to share team builds. That's one of the kind of future things that we're looking to do. So again, you would go in and just kind of build out the champions you want. There's arena on here. So again, you can kind of bring in your arena team and reprioritize a whole team at the same time. And one of the other things that we're looking to do in the future is to work with Deadwood Jedi and his team around the clan boss building tools, the arena building tools, so that actually we allow this tool to start to help you speed tune and working with Deadwood, collaborate with his tool to make sure that you get the right speeds and the right type of builds that go into different stuff. So right now you're still kind of prescriptive around the builds that you want to put in. That's going to be the kind of next iteration, but you will start to be able to just be more efficient in building your champions all at the same time. And that way you can see if a build fails, then you can actually find that much quicker. Instead of building out 3 champions, then realizing you can't build the 4th, very quickly you'll realize that you're not able to achieve what you need to achieve. And maybe you'll rethink it. So look, it's an absolute bonkers tool. It's only going to improve as we kind of continue to build it. At the moment, this is only available on the GPU optimizer because it's just the easiest one to build out, but we will continue to enhance it and we'll do it on the other stuff as well in the future. And it is only available on PC or something using Windows. So if you've got a Mac but you install a virtual machine and have a Windows mode, then you can use it on that. But it's not going to be something we can implement on phones or mobiles. We just can't do it. We don't have the funding to do like a massive app. It costs insane amounts of money. We're nowhere near it. So that's it, guys. Team Builder, it's live. You can download it. If you are not currently on hellhades.com, then you have to be a member, not a paid one. You have to be a member to be able to download it. Then you go into the optimizer screen. You don't use any of your raid credentials like your player in play logins. You use your logins that you use for this website. So we're trying to stay as security safe as possible. That's it. I've been Hell Hades. Enjoy the new tool. Let us know what you think below. And if you've got any feedback, we do have a section on the Hell Hades Discord. Let me just show you this as well quickly because it is important. So we have a section on my Discord, which is specifically for the optimizer. So if you've got any feedback, so we've got an optimizer discussion section, feed it back there. If you've got any success stories, we'd love to see it as well. It kind of keeps us pumped to do the next iteration. So again, give us those here as well. I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.